So my brother-in-law, a few weeks back, actually it was 6 months ago, but a few weeks back, finally came to me and asked me if I'd be interested in doing a project for him. They're doing a remodel addition thing on some fancy house, and these are return air duct covers. Well, what he needed was not this style. Well, they don't make the style they want. So, what we were doing is we took, these are standard ones right from, I think they're Ace Hardware, but I'm not positive, but return air duct, 20 by 20. Anyway, this comes right off. Only one of them was riveted, but anyway, it come off. And we're taking this. What they want is a flat cover that is as close as possible to the wall. All this basically goes in the wall except for this rim. Goes in, boom, mounts flush. The filter sits in here. And they wanted it to look like it was flush. Their supply vents, they were able to buy those. And those are a flush type supply vent. They don't really stick out very much at all, half inch from the wall or something. Anyway, they wanted that same idea and style. So I designed a cover right here that will cover this entire vent but be spaced out so that there's plenty of gap for enough airflow for the return air vent. And this is a 14 gauge aluminum. All the corners are welded. I did not make it though. I went online and I sent the files to Xometry, and they quote you right away. You get an automatic quote back and everything. And since money was like no object, they just needed to get this done right away. So I had Xometry make, through them, have these made. They came out. You know, I drew them up in CAD, and you send them a CAD file. Anyway, they came out just perfect. Just fine. They're going to get painted and cleaned up and painted. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, so that's the idea. And that was the studs I was making on the Hardinge DSM59 Turret Lathe. And we're going to mount those. And we screw that on. It's awesome. So I'm using these little press-in studs that actually are working really well. We got these little, these are all 1032 studs. And then we're going to use some nice brass 1032 thumb screws to hold the panel on. So these are pretty easy. You drill them out to their specified size. These are 1032s. It's 189. So we drill out these holes. That all goes pretty easy. Then I use a little backing anvil here, bucking bar, and do it in the right spot. And this tool just fits. Made this little tool up that you get it over the bucking bar and set it. Boom, boom. Then you have a nice stud mounted in there. Then we take our stud. Now the ends aren't, these are a little bit different. This one end I had put a bigger chamfer on so that the thumb screw can go in there nice and tight. They have a little bit of a no thread zone, right? So that has to go somewhere. So little chamfer and that cured that problem. Anyway, little retaining compound in there. Screw that on and just cinch it tight, and we're good. Once that retaining compound cures, nothing's going to undo that joint. So it should stay, except some heat, but it will stay really tight. It should stay tight just fine. There we go. And what I do is I bend these two little tabs here on the top, bending those out a little bit, and that helps. That will hold the filter in. She is going to use those. And then we have a big flange on this end, so when you look up from the bottom, they didn't want to be able to see the filter, so that's why there's this large flange on the bottom. So if you were standing like next to the wall, you won't be able to see the filter at all. So there we go. So that's the bottom. That's it. About an inch and a quarter gap, and it should work out just fine. We'll see how it all goes. Anyway, nice little project, and we're finally done with it. Now, it did take a couple weeks. It was at least about 2 weeks to get these made. So it did take a little time, but these came out. They're very nice. It was very nice. Whoever made them did a really nice job on them. Anyway, thank you guys. Thanks for watching.